Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? If you hear anything, I was messing with my mic, I apologize. But Monster Hunter dropping an event, so I had to get on it for the one time and capture it. Not to mention, talk about some amazing animes. So, let's get into it. Index, index. I I'm so lost when it comes down to this show sometimes when certain characters do things that aren't the smartest, but they still, oh my god, they still continue to do it. Why? I don't know. But oh my god. So I apologize. Um But yeah, why I don't know. But it's interesting enough that whenever we see this show and them like bring up, oh Lord, anything in the sense of, you know, characters learning more about this dragon, for instance, somebody usually can understand that with having any type of connection with them or having any type of mention of somebody that you aren't supposed to be trying to get any contact with, it puts you in a situation where he's doing new moves. It puts you in a situation where you aren't about to take out many people in the sense of they know about you and supposedly you know nothing about them. Like the people who seemingly kill or like have eliminated as soon as anyone brings up the name Dragon, they have, you know, this Koga guy that we just learned about that pretty much, I think he was the one who shut down. No, I don't think he was actually. Someone shuts down like all electricity and it ends up pretty much being Accelerator's weakness. And because of that, it was interesting, in my opinion, to see that it turned out to be the kid who he held at gunpoint, who said he wanted to like help him or whatever. He was the one who ended up, oh my god, ended up, you know, showing up and saving him. But at the same time, it was weird to me to think that he was even um, A, in that situation, and B, why was he capable of getting him out of there? And from the dialogue, it sounds like they're both in kind of the same professions, or even that kid was a part of, maybe he was supposed to be taking out Accelerator, but seeing it was him, he didn't. I'm not really sure. Um, I think I missed a little bit of dialogue there, but from what I could understand is it sounds like they come from the same type of breed where they pretty much either, you know, fight for their life or they, you know, they die fighting type of deal. So I guess we're just gonna see where that all goes with that character, who gives Accelerator a ride out to this area. But not to mention, we then see, um, you know, just how clever Accelerator's squad is. This group of just very, very intelligent people that pretty much aren't going to go out of their way to fight that they can't necessarily win, or a fight that they don't necessarily believe that they can win at the moment. And if they can do just a couple of things to be in a better position, they would. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna wait. You know, that's just how they get down. So seeing them pretty much formulate this plan, but at the same time, their plan was to make it look like they were actually, you know, completely just outmatched and out clevered and all this stuff. And meanwhile, we have the lady who's like the, oh my god, I thought I was dead. Who's like the president of or like she's the higher up of Academy City, and she's pretty much telling us that like with her ability of being able to, she could pretty much just walk through walls. Like any walls in front of her are nothing, and she just knocks them down, or um, I guess maybe like corrodes them is a better word. Maybe it seemed like she would just like punch them or something, but yeah, overall we see that she is very, very powerful in the sense of she's not just an higher up because of nothing, if anything. She definitely has an ability that should be feared. Not to mention all of these suits, these like weird, the only suits that really get like CGI, I think, in the show, the ones that kind of just come out and try to protect the whole entire city. One of them had a guy inside of them, which was pretty cool. And then at the same time, it's kind of sad to think of at the same time because we know what one of the left seat came and did to like a whole crap ton of them. He just like barely waved his hand at him and was like destroying them. So yeah, he might have murdered a couple good innocent people, including seeing that we're learning more and more about how they're pretty much just attacking anybody for getting involved with the word dragon in the sense of the organization and just learning about it or anything along those lines. So the show is getting really interesting. I don't know if you are looking up this show, if you aren't already like interested, or if this just pops up in your recommended because you've watched a video from me or something. But overall, if you haven't watched this show as a whole, there is a little bit that if you don't see, you're kind of like left out in the blues. But at the same time, I think it's one of the better animes when it comes down to like a generational difference in what we've seen. Just like how equal everybody seems in the show, I really enjoy that aspect. Like any woman or man that shows up can do just as much damage, if not more damage, just because of who they are, not their gender, or not just because, oh, this guy is crazy and all the guys in the show are just crazy. But like every woman that shows up has a potential to be on the levels of uh, close to Accelerator, but nowhere near him at his max. Like him going one-on-one with you, no, like kill match, not him trying to just like incapacitate you. So that's also what you gotta remember, is this guy actually tries not to kill people at times, like unlike the guy who shows up in this week and just straight up adds bullets to already like shot down people that they just fought, plus they have bulletproof vests, so they might not have even taken any damage. Gets close to them, makes sure the bullets goes through the bulletproof vest. So there's definitely all different types of people in this anime, and I think that's what the whoever creates the show does a very good job of portraying, is that yes, there are people out there that are doing evil for just evil's sake, but there's also people out there doing evil because it's going to help other people in the long run. So I thought that was really cool. And seemingly that's going to be the narrative of Accelerator more on, even further on, because of we have confirmation that he's getting his own spin-off series. And I think I'm going to die. No, I'm not. My cat saved me. Thank you, Lady Death. Mrs. Death. We get to know that Accelerator's gonna have his own like spin-off series. I really hope it's not one of the series where it's like explaining his death or something. Like he gets bodied in this series and they're like, "Oh, he just died here? Here's the explanation. How?" Like, no, please don't be one of those. Thank you very much. But yeah, with having confirmation like that, it's really nice to know that a character is getting a ton of love, regardless of him being like in the background, supposedly, but really he's the one that is kind of taking over the show as of now. He's kind of the one that's I'm looking the most forward to doing something compared to the main character at this point, because he definitely is just going to punch someone in the face when Accelerator has a very good chance of breaking every single bone in your body and making you pray you were never born. So, it just depends on what you think is more entertaining. But overall, definitely give this show a watch if you guys haven't already. It could definitely be a show that you binge watch. I binge watched it in probably less than 3 weeks because there's 3 seasons, and not to mention they're all the same size seasons. So yeah, there's a lot of content, and I think that's another reason why the characters feel so much better to me when I watch them overall. It's because I've watched them all grow, and I've watched them all react to each other. So yeah, it's a really fun show, and I hope you guys enjoy it if you do check it out. So with that, have a good day, night, evening, whatever the case, and I will talk to you in the next one. I am the Anime G, and I would just want to say also, Monster Hunter World, happy anniversary. Holy crap. This is definitely the game of the year for me, and I can't wait to see what the next installment does. Iceborne has to hold for us, and the future just overall for Monster Hunter games anywhere. So thank you for dropping this game and bringing it to America. America! Alright, everybody. Take care, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.